Hi students, welcome to my channel. Now I am going to discuss this year 2020 September JEE Advanced questions in continuity and differentiability. So let us see the first question in paper 1, that is f of x is equal. There are 3 questions are given paper 1, 1 question, and in paper 2 there are 2 questions in continuity and differentiability. So let us discuss the first question, that is in paper 1. F of x is equal to x cube minus x square plus x minus 1 into sin x, and fg of x is nothing but f of x is equal to g of x, and we are having 4 options, and that options are depends on I will read that options. G is continuous at x is equal to 1, then f into g is differentiable at x is equal to 1. So all the questions are related to fg of 1. So let us find the derivative of this one. Okay, fg dash of x. What is meant by the derivative f dash x? Limit as x tends to 0, limit as h tends to 0, fd of x plus h minus f of x, fg of x, fg of x by x. Is it correct? Now see, f dash x, the formula of f dash x is equal to limit as h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. This is the definition of differentiation, okay, by the standard form, or we can say from the definition, from the first principle. This is the first principle of differentiation. Now you see, we are going to find the derivative of fg dash of x, which is nothing but limit as h tends to 0, fg of x plus h and f minus fg of x by h. Is it clear? Now I am going to write this one as fg of x means just nothing but f of x into g of x. Now it is f of x plus h into g of x plus h minus, and this can be written as f of x into g of x whole divided by h. Okay, is it clear? Now you see, we are going to find at x is equal to 1, because all the options are at x is equal to 1 only. Now I am going to take x as 1, x as 1 only. Now it is 1 plus h, and this is 1 plus h, and this is 1, and this is also 1. Okay, because fg dash of 1 we are going to find, because depends on the options. Okay, let us see, this is one. What about f of 1 plus h? F of x is equal to this one. So f of 1 plus h means just you replace x with 1 plus h. That is 1 plus f of 1 plus h means just you replace x with 1 plus h only. So 1 plus h whole cube minus of 1 plus h whole square plus 1 plus h minus 1 into sine of x. Sine of x means we can write 1 plus h, okay, into this is all f of 1 plus h only, okay, into g of 1 plus h, g of 1 plus h. Is it clear? So I replaced x here with 1 plus h minus f of 1 into g of 1 minus f of 1 into g of 1 whole divided by h, whole divided by h. Okay, now you see, by squaring we will get limit as h tends to 0, 1 plus h whole cube means 1 plus h cube plus 3h of 1 plus h, and this one is 1 minus h square minus 2h, because minus is there. Now 1 cancel. Now plus h of sine of 1 plus h total into g of 1 plus h total divided by h minus, we are having one more value, f of 1 into g of 1 by h. That is also I am going to write f of 1 into g of 1 whole divided by h. So now you see 1 cancel, and you replace h with 0, you will get 0, and this is also 0, and this is also 0, and this one is also 0. So up to here all the terms becomes 0. Then you will get only h cancel, and you will get what will have h will be cancelled, sine of 1 plus h into g of 1 plus h minus, what about that one? So that is f of 1 into g of 1. F of 1 into g of 1. Just you see what is the value of f of 1. You observe that one. F of 1, that is 1 minus 1 plus 0, because 1 minus 1 into sine 1. So this is also 0. So f of 1 is 0. 0 into g of 1, that value is 0. So we have the remaining is simply this one. Limit as h tends to 0. This is all. Okay. Is it clear now? Now put h is equal to 0. So we have sine 1 into g of 1. This is all equal to fg dash of 1. Now we have the remaining is fg dash of 1 only. Fg dash of 1. So this is sine 1 into g of 1. So fg dash of 1 depends on g of 1. Okay. So if g of 1 is continuous, g of 1 continuous only, it will be differentiable. If it is discontinuous, it can't be differentiable. So g of 1 must be differentiable. So g of x is differentiable at x is equal to 1. Okay. So the first point is g of x is differentiable at x is equal to 1. And the next concept is, if g of 1 value, the total function is depends on g of 1. If it is differentiable, so the total thing is differentiable. Okay. Now fg dash of 1 is differentiable when g of 1 is differentiable. Now what about, we are having two options. One option is if g is continuous at x is equal to 1, then fg dash of x is also continuous. That is the first point. And the second point is, if g of 1 is differentiable at x is equal to 1, then fg dash of 1 is differentiable at x is equal to 1. Okay. So this is the solution for this first question. Because here the entire equation fg dash of 1, it depends on g of 1. If it is continuous only, it will be differentiable. So it must be continuous. Then it is differentiable, then the value will be the same. Now fg dash of x, we will get some finite value. Now it is also differentiable. So it is depends on g of 1. That's why it is differentiable, and continuous depends on g of 1. If it is continuous, the total function will be continuous. So that is the question that is given in paper 1. Now let us move to the paper 2 question. That is in paper 2 we are having two questions. The first question in is f of x, f maps from f of x is equal to modulus of 2x minus 1 plus modulus of 2x plus 1, and g of x is equal to x minus step x. What is meant by x minus step x? That is nothing but fractional part of x. Fractional part of x. Okay. And the question is lengthy. I am not reading all the question, the complete question. Just f circle g circle x. F circle g circle f x is nothing but, we to know that that is nothing but f of g of x is not differentiable and discontinuous. F circle g circle x, f of g of x is continuous, discontinuous at points, not differentiable at the points. So this will be the question. In between the interval is minus 1 to 1, minus 1 to 1. Okay. So you see, first f of g of x. What is meant by f of g of x? So f of g of x means just nothing but f of g of x means x minus step x. Is it clear? Now f of x minus step x. Just you replace here modulus of 2 of x minus step x minus 1 plus 2 of modulus of 2 of x minus step x plus 1. Okay. Now you see, this is nothing but 2x minus 2 step x minus 1 modulus plus 2x minus 2 step x plus 1. So this will be the question, f of g of x. So what we have to do, it's a very simple question, but we have to do carefully. That is, this is 2x minus 2 step of x. I think you know very well, x minus step x is a periodic function with period 1. So 2x minus 2 step of x is periodic function with period 1 by 2. Suppose it is 3. 3x minus 3 step of x is a periodic function with period 1 by 3. Now here the period is 1 by 2 only. So okay, remember this one. Now I am going to draw the graph of this one. Just you see, just listen carefully. That is, so from we have to draw only from -1 to 1 only. That is the given limit in the question. -1 to 1. Now I am going to take -1 by 2, 0. How I know? We have to consider the limit as 1 by 2 because the period is periodic function. This period is nothing but 1 by 2. Now I am going to draw this graph. Substitute -1. In mind we calculate this one. In between these -1 to 0, this value becomes -1. So minus of -2. That is I am going to write like this, 2x. This is plus 2 minus 1. Plus 2 minus 1 means that is 2x plus 1. Is it clear? Now what about this one? In between -1 to 0, step value is -1. So plus 2 plus 1, 3. That is modulus of 2x plus 3. Remember in your mind. Now I am going to take the values. At -1, what happens here? -1 means this is -2 plus 1. -2 plus 1. -1 because modulus is there, it is 1. And -1, -2 plus 3, this is 1. That is 2. We are getting 2. Now you take -1 by 2. What you will get here? This is -1 plus 1, 0. And this is -1 plus 3. This is also 2. So the graph will be like this. 2 only. In between the values we are getting only 2. Now what about if you take any value in between these two? 0. You substitute 0, you will get to 4. Yeah, it is 4. Okay. Let us take one more value. -1 by 4. -1 by 4 means it is -1 by 2 plus 1. That is nothing but 1 by 2. Modulus is there. That is 1 by 2. And I am taking -1 by 4. It will be -1 by 2 plus 3. That is 5 by 2. 5 by 2 plus 1 by 2 means 6 by 2. That is 3. Now -1 by 4, 3 and 0, 4. So the graph will be increases like this. This is a straight line. You don't draw curve. This is a straight line. Again the same values will come like this. This will be the graph. Okay? It's a very simple question. Now you see, it is a discontinuous at 0. It is a discontinuous graph. It doesn't. It's not the continuous graph. It breaks at x is equal to 0. So discontinuous at x is equal to 0. That is 1 point. In the question, that point is given as c. So c is equal to 1. So you have to remember c is equal to 1. What is meant by c? C is nothing but number of discontinuous points. So we have only one discontinuous point. Next, what about differentiability? This graph takes a sudden change. That is, it is called a sharp edge at -1 by 2. And here is also sharp edge. So we are having two sharp edges, which means at the sharp edges the function is not differentiable. And here is one more point where the function is discontinuous. At any function where the function is discontinuous, at that point also the function is not differentiable. So total number of not differentiable points are 3. So that is given D, that is equal to 3. I will explain one more time. Discontinuous point is only 1 at x is equal to 0. So number of discontinuous points is 1. What about not differentiable points? We are having two sharp edges. At two sharp edges the function is not differentiable. So we have two sharp edges and one point where the function is discontinuous. At that point also the function is not differentiable. So we are having total 3 points where the function is not differentiable. So total 3 not differentiable points, one is discontinuous points. The question is, what about c plus d? Now the answer is 4. Okay, it's also a simple question, but we have to draw carefully. The diagram is very carefully. If you see the solution, this is the shortest solution I am telling you. Okay, now the last question, that is, there are 3 questions are given in total paper 1 and paper 2. In paper 2 we are having 2 questions. in continuity and differentiability. So you can assume how the important this topic continuity and differentiability for advanced level. Okay, let us see the final question that is in paper 2. F of x plus y, f of x plus y is equal to f of x plus f of y plus f of x into f of y, and f of x is nothing but x into g of x. And one more thing is given. Okay, this is the information that was given in the question. F of x plus y is defined like this, and f of x is defined like this, and limit as x tends to 0, g of x is equal to 1, which means from this we can write g of 0 is equal to 1. G of 0 is equal to 1. The options are 4 options. It's a multiple option question. F is differentiable everywhere. G of 0 is equal to 1. Then g is differentiable everywhere. G of 0 is equal to 1. It is differentiable everywhere. And the derivative of f of 1 is equal to 1. And the derivative of f of 0 is equal to 1. So we have to find whether this function is differentiable or not. Now I am going to take x is equal to y is equal to 0. Then what happens here? You see, this is f of 0 is equal to f of 0 plus f of 0 and f of 0 into f of 0 whole square. So one f of 0 cancel. Now 0 is equal to, you take f of 0 common, so we have 1 plus f of 0. Now from this we can conclude that f of 0 is equal to either 0 or f of 0 is equal to 0 or minus 1. F of 0 is equal to 0 or minus 1. So you remind this one. Okay. Now going to prove f is differentiable or not. Differentiable. Okay. Let us see f dash x. So you see, in all the 3 problems that was given in advanced level, we are using the same formula. Limit as h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So this formula will help you a lot for IIT advanced level questions. For particularly differentiability concept, you have to know this formula very well. Okay, this is called first principle or basic differentiation formula. Now limit as h tends to 0. What we can write? F of x plus h, f of x plus f of h plus f of x into f of h. So this is all f of x plus h minus f of x by h. Now f of x will be cancelled. So you can take f of h common. So if you take f of h common, what you will get? 1 plus f of x, limit as h tends to 0 by h. So here you see f of h by h is given. So this will be a constant. I am taking outside of this one. So 1 plus f of x into limit as h tends to 0 f of h by h. This is all equal to f dash of x. Okay. How to find this limit? Just by using L'Hospital rule. If you use L'Hospital, you will get f dash h by 1, where x tends to 0. Now you put f dash of 0. So we don't know the value of f dash of 0. So better you do one thing. That is, you see how to find this value. There is a function that is given. You see f of x. So you see f of x is equal to x g of x. That is given in the question itself. Okay. Now what about f of x by x? That is equal to g of x. That is equal to g of x. I am taking x tends to 0 on both the side. So, but limit as x tends to 0, g of x is equal to 1. So this is equal to 1, that is given. So this one value is equal to this one. So this is also equal to 1. Because x tends to 0, f of x by x is equal to 1. H tends to 0, f of h by h is also equal to 1. Now it is 1. Okay. Now this will be f dash x is equal to this one. F dash x is equal to, this is the function. Okay. Now how to find f of x? You see, let us take f dash x by 1 plus f of x is equal to 1. Now I am doing integration. So this is nothing but log log of 1 plus f of x is equal to x plus c. Okay. Now we have one value, f of 0 is equal to 0 or f of 0. I am taking f of 0 is equal to 0, which means x is equal to 0. That implies f of x is also is equal to 0. So if x is equal to 0, so log of 1 plus f of 0 means 0, 0 plus c, log 1 is equal to 0, c is equal to 0. Somebody asked that why you are not taking f of 0 is equal to minus 1. Okay, no problem. F of 0 is equal to minus 1, which means at x is equal to 0, f of x is equal to minus 1. Suppose if x is equal to 0, if you take this value is equal to minus 1, 1 minus 1 will be 0, log 0 not defined. So there is no necessity to take this value. Okay, is it clear? Because it is an advanced question, we have to clarify each and every doubt. Now see, this is now c value becomes 0. So this will be the function. So base is e. Now 1 plus f of x is equal to f of x is equal to e power x minus 1. Can you say that is it a differentiable function or not? It is obviously it's a differentiable function at anywhere. Okay, so we can take the first option as f is differentiable everywhere x belongs to R. Okay, we are having two more options are there. The second option is g of 0. So we have to find g of x also. So this will be 1. F of x is equal to e power x minus 1. Is it clear? Now I am going to do g of x. What about g of x? You remember this function f of x is equal to e power x minus 1. But what about g of x? G of x is nothing but okay, f of x by x. That is nothing but e power x minus 1 by x. E power x minus 1 by x. Now limit as x tends to 0 g of x. So this is also limit as x tends to 0 e power x minus 1 by x. That is equal to 1. Okay. This is nothing but g of 0. Am I right? This is g of 0. That is equal to 1. So g of 0 is equal to 1. That is also correct. Okay. If now I am going to prove that what about the option? If g of 0 is equal to 1, is g is differentiable everywhere or not? I am going to find out is g is differentiable or not? G of x is differentiable or not? Differentiable everywhere. So this is g of x. So what about the g dash x? Tell me, what about g dash x? Limit as h tends to 0, g of x plus h minus g of x by h. Okay. Now g of x plus h. We are going to find g of the options. In the options, g of 0 is equal to 1. G of 0 is equal to 1. So we can take x as 0, x as 0, x as 0 only. Okay. Now g dash of 0. Limit as h tends to 0. G of this is g of h. That is e power h minus 1 by h. G of 0 as 1 by h. We know the value of g of 0. Okay. Let us find this. It is whether it is differentiable or not. I am going to find this one. So LCM is h. So we have limit as h tends to 0. LCM is h square. Then what about the numerator? E power h minus 1 minus h. We find this limit by using L'Hospital rule. That is e power h minus 0 minus 1 by 2h. So we have e power h minus 1 by h into 1 by 2 as h tends to 0. What about this value? 1. So it is equal to 1 by 2. So we have a value. So it is differentiable everywhere. So the option, third option is, second option is also correct. If g of 0 is equal to 1, if g of 0 is equal to 1 only, now g is differentiable everywhere. And fourth option is also the derivative of f dash of 0 is equal to 1. One more option, f dash of 0. What is f of x? That is e power x minus 1. F dash of x is nothing but e power x only. Now f dash of 0 is equal to e power 0. That is equal to 1. So the derivative of f dash x at x is equal to 0 is answer is 1. So these are the 3 questions. I think you can understand these problems very easily. If not, just revise one more time these questions, write down these questions and do yourself, then you will have some idea about this concept, continuity and differentiability. Okay, right, thank you.